What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now what we're going to be taking a look at is building a Steelers theme team part 1. Alright, now it's not necessarily true that we're going to actually go to the 50 of 50, but we're going to do the 25 to try to get the +1 speed for Shazier and Mel past the blunt. Alright, that's pretty much the objective. Right here, what I'm looking at, you know, Ultimate Trainers, when the game first started, I remember I got that George Kittle, right? And he turned out to be one of those theme guys. So I thought that Juju Smith-Schuster was one of those guys that was available. I thought they showed the pictures of the people or whatever, because pretty much what you're looking for is the ×2, the ×3 players, stuff like that. So you'll go through the theme diamonds, you'll see what's going on with it. Obviously, we did the 49ers relatively easy because we got all the theme diamond players and stuff of that nature. So ideally, the point of this is I do want to try to get the 50, but we don't really need the 50. You know, because Mel Blount at 97 speed is putting in major work, but I want that edge. I want that, you know, that 98 speed at least, because at 6'3", he's one of the most dominant corners in the game. Okay, now, I've gone up against guys that try to run my streak on me, do whatever. He usually gives me a lot more success than any other corner in the game, including Night Train Lane. Now, the thing about, you know, Richard Sherman, because some of you guys bring that up, and remember, we're talking specifically about the corner position. We're not talking about out of position guys like putting Taylor Mays there and stuff like that. We're talking strictly cornerbacks, just so that we're clear with everything that's there. All right, so those guys are the bigger ones, Richard Sherman and Mel past the blunt. Right now, as we go through it, I just wanted to go ahead and let you guys see that as I go through everything, I try to understand the game myself before I look to, you know, figure out what's going on, you know, from this guy or that guy or whatever. Pretty much inside the game, everything is there for you. So when you see me go to a set, like when I'm trying to figure out the theme teams and I see TJ Watt and I see that he gets ×2, ×3 chemistry stuff, it's all in the game. And that's pretty much what I try to go through with you guys every single year of Madden. And a lot of you guys have gotten so much better at the game simply because you watched a couple of my videos and you understand, like, look, I actually put the time in. Like, I'm not running around like an idiot. Like, I will put myself out there to try to figure something out and look like a moron before I make you guys look like idiots. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'll make a mistake and then you guys will catch it like, yo, Gmias, what about this? And then we'll fix it. But we're going to try to make it so that we find a routine that works for us. So one of the biggest routines that works for me is always going back and looking at sets. Okay? Because when you go back and look at it, sometimes you find other things that are going on. You know what I'm saying? And then it turns out like, oh, I could have done that. What was I doing buying that? And you save a lot of coins that way. So that's just a suggestion, right? Inside of my binder, I have so many things. So Alessandro Villanueva, I can actually use this guy as well. And I already have his power up. So everything is kind of geared up towards getting these guys. If you can get the guys that I'm showing you right now, it's a lot easier than trying to nitpick and go through each and every Steeler. All right. Also, remember the free agent cards. Now, I didn't even get into all of that, but you know, that's also a possibility. You know, Jadeveon Clowney, Night Train Lane, he's not a free agent, but obviously he gets any team chem because he was one of the theme masters. So, you know, those are the things that you have to look for. But in this video, primarily, what we're going to try to do is do it the most simplistic way and use certain players that are, you know, otherwise cheap, that we can get it in there and get that +1 speed. Now, remember, as I started doing this, I was thinking about Mel past the blunt, right? Then I'm like, hold on, that tight end that only went to 94 speed, we could get him to 95 speed, possibly 96 if we want to go with the full 50. Now, I'm going to leave that up to you guys. Should we go further with it? Should we go full 50 and make Gentry go up to a 96 speed? Or are we good with that? Because look, if we get Gentry to a 96, that also means that Mel past the blunt is at a 99. So that might work out. The problem is, do I really want to go through that? Do I really want to put all of that stuff together to get the 50 of 50? Because that might be a nightmare, dude. Like, I might be running around going crazy for, like, I don't know if I want to do that. But if you guys want to do it and you want to do it together, then we'll figure it out. You guys can go ahead and jot down some of the cards that you use for your 50 of 50 theme team. But, you know, pretty much, it's going to be a lot of work, dude. Like, I'm going to have to be, it's like I said, right now with 95 speed, I think with the way that we're going to have Shazier at 99, I don't think we're going to see much difference at those positions. You guys understand the way Madden works. When Madden was launched, the speed differential of the cards were so obvious, it was ridiculous, dude. Like, if you see, like, a guy going from, like, 82 to 83 speed, you would see a difference. Then they tuned the game. Then all of a sudden, I started getting chased down by linemen that were 47 speed. I didn't know what was going on. So I don't know at this point in the game where everybody is so much faster. And that's another thing that we have to, we should probably take a look at as well. It is Madden Ultimate Team. So when they gear things up for the regular game, I think it becomes difficult to try to control it going past that part, because in regs, the cards are going to play the same. If they don't play like they have any common sense, everybody's going to play like that. The speed's going to be the same as far as the differential go, because there's no real tuning. Even when they update the game during the regular season, when players are playing well, that differential stays consistent. When you go into Madden Ultimate Team and you got chems this, chem that, me and your moms all night, like, it gets really, really crazy, dude. And that's what I had to realize. Like, it's so much packed into MUT to make the players OP from so many different type of ways of getting the players boosted. It's going to be an offset value. Because remember, if you watch regs or you play regs, it's consistent with the way that everybody moves. MUT is one of the only modes. I don't know, I haven't played Franchise this year. If any of my Franchise guys are in the chat, you can let me know. I don't know if Franchise moves differently according to the, the boosted stats and stuff like that. But with Madden Ultimate Team, it's so crazy because there's so much being jam-packed into this mode. So as you go through it and you start to figure out a lot of the things that are happening, over the years of playing MUT, have been able to see it. I'll go back to Madden 12 with MUT, right? I can't, that MUT was really, really good because that was also a game mode where they weren't too much into the boosted stuff yet. Like, they were just starting to get ready to start doing stuff, and everybody played specific more to their cards. I really enjoyed that MUT year of MUT 12, 13 also, because you were able to kind of understand what was going on with it. It wasn't like a surprise. If a dude was going to get burnt deep for 6, he was going to get burnt deep for 6. Like, it is what it is. I think most of those years, like even Madden 25, a lot of those Maddens, you can see the difference. One of the more recent ones, Madden 15, I had that, what did I have? I forget, did I have Bo Jackson? I think I might have had Bo Jackson, and he had a 102 acceleration. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. But he was able to outright run past people. If he, once he got out in front, it was over. So that's what I was looking for. I wasn't looking for a situation where it's like, okay, yo, look at this guy right here. He's chasing me down and he's 27 speed. Okay, cool. Like, we've gotten used to that. So with the way that is, I don't know if that's going to change, but what I can tell you is this. When you start to understand MUT the way that I'm showing it to you now, or the way that you watch previous videos, when Madden 21 comes around, you're going to be all set because you'll pretty much understand it. Now remember, at the launch, the game more than likely is going to play a lot different after they first, once they tune it, I don't know what's going to happen. It's been consistent like that over the years. And then what I do is I keep you guys up to date the best I can based on the changes that I see. So a lot of you guys wonder, like, yo, this guy is always rage selling somebody. If somebody walks past him, he rage sells them. You are correct, because I see the differences in the card. Some of you guys have started to see it as well, because now you're picking up on the stuff because some of you guys have joined me on the live streams here on YouTube or on Twitch. So you see me live and you see the players. You see what's going on. I give you gameplay and then you're like, all right, yeah, that guy right there, something's up. Now you're starting to understand. So if the game stayed the same, most of us would keep, the same players. That wouldn't be beneficial for EA Sports. It doesn't make any sense. So as the players, get more OP, a lot of differences come in with the tuning updates. And that's what makes the most sense to me. And that's why I continuously look for different ways to keep the advantage. For instance, when I do my theme team, right, I'm going to have different players now at different positions. And you're going to notice in this video, I don't think I'm going to update, am I going to update the linebacker yet, Joey Porter? I don't think I updated him yet. I'm going to have to update him and let you guys see what's going on. But if I choose to power up these guys, right, because I'm going to get rid of Brian Burns, because now that I'm going this route, I don't need him anymore. Watch what happens, though. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be a lot of differences with the way the players play. That's why when we play theme teams, most of you guys be like, yo, this dude came from hell, Joe. Yeah, he came from hell, dog. Yeah. He was hanging out with Satan, too, because they get boosted ridiculous stats. I can only imagine what 50 or 50 would be. I'm going 25 or 50. Like I said, if you guys want me to go 50 or 50, dog, you're going to have to list the players that I need to get. I'm not about to be running around trying to do all this weird stuff. Because, again, I don't think it's necessary for me to do it because I'm going to have everything that I need. Realistically, this guy's going to go to 95 speed. I'm going to have Mel pass the blunt. he's going to be at 98 with a 99 XL. So I don't really need it. But if it's something that we can actually, make the team better with, I will definitely go ahead and look at that and probably go from there. That's pretty much what I'm looking to do right now. If you guys feel that we definitely need the 50 of 50, because Zach Gentry at 96 speed would pretty much be a total of Kelvin Benjamin. So that would make more sense. It's just that it'd be a lot more of the individual cards and, this card here, that card there. And we would pretty much have to get rid of a lot of our starting players to kind of fill, all the gaps, because we need another 25. That's a lot of players to, to fill in. And I would want to keep a few. So I guess we could go over it together. Maybe we'll do it live on stream. And we'll figure out which card goes where and whatever. And then we'll get it done like that. But I wanted you guys to take a look at this, because what's been happening is I've been rate selling a lot of players over the last couple days, and I've been noticing, certain things with players that I currently have. And the one consistent thing is this, right? Kelvin Benjamin at 96 speed, he doesn't move the way that you need him to move if you want him to burn somebody over the top. So theoretically, on one side of the ball, I have to moss you, because he's not going to beat anybody deep. So I'm saying to myself, why keep that idiot if he can't burn anybody? He can't burn anybody deep, and not just get somebody else that's similar speed but taller. But not only that, Calvin Johnson, the thing that makes Calvin so dangerous is because he gets that 99 speed, 99 XL. You see what I'm saying? And EA was very, very smart with limiting the taller players to not having that much speed, because they understood the Moss action. They know what it is. You see, that's why they waited so long to release Calvin to begin with at wide receiver. They gave us the free safety and all that foolishness first, because they knew, they understood what streak specialist was. They just didn't, figure that anybody would be able to, start this Moss action and everybody starts going crazy. And that's the situation, which is why I believe, I don't know, I haven't seen anything about it yet, but based on the, the beta that we played, the closed beta, I didn't see anything about streak specialists in there. And if Mike Evans doesn't have it, where is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, what did they do with it? Maybe they took it out because it was way too much Moss. Bro, Moss action is out of control. I'm mossing 6 guys, 7 guys. Bring your mom, she getting mossed. Everybody's getting mossed. So those are the type of things that you may have to, take a look at and try to understand going into 21. But you guys don't have to worry about anything, because once 21 drops and the game is there, we're going to figure out a way to get out there and ball. Now, throughout this whole process, you've seen me, I'm in the process of raise selling Cam Newton and Brian Burns, because we are going to put together a squad that we're going to utilize on the field that's going to help us win games. That's what we're going to do. This is the biggest part about what we're doing right now. All right, so I know it looks cool having a 97 Brian Burns, but we're going to put together a theme team of players so that when we get them out there on the field together, it's going to be a nightmare. Now remember, Dwight Freeney is staying, because that 95 speed at D tackle, you can't do anything with that. And I don't think that any of the other Steeler players is going to get that speed, even with the boost, to be used as D tackle. So Dwight Freeney, even if we go 50 of 50, he has to stay there. He is necessary because he creates the onslaught of the pressure. Now, Joey Porter is going to be a little bit slower, but he's like a stronger Kevin Green, so he might stay as well. You see what I'm saying? We have to do the smart choice. We can't just go around and just be like, whatever. And a lot of these players that I'm putting in, we're not going to fully power them up. We don't need to. But I guess we probably should in certain cases, just in case we got to put them in the game. But we'll take a look at that. It's not a big deal, for some of the players that you don't see getting powered up. Also, some of these players, I'm not putting sprinter on them or anything. No brawler, no nothing yet. Because I'm just trying to, get them into a certain tier of just that, the team chemistry. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's all we're looking for right now. So after that's done and everything is together, then we'll go back and look at what brawler is and all that other stuff, and then we'll figure it out together. But, like I told you guys, while I was doing this and I figured like, yo, Gentry, and I'm like, oh, Ryan SHAZIER, 99 speed. Oh, Mel Blount, 98 speed. So we got some players. Kevin Green, we had him with the 49er chem, so he's been a monster for some. He's like one of those unique cards. It's going to be either he or Joey Porter that we're going to put abilities on. Joey Porter is a 99 gold. He gets chem to that, so it probably makes more sense to give him more abilities. So it probably will be Joey Porter taking over for Brian Burns in that situation. So we're going to round out the rest of the players that go in, and then you'll be able to see Juju Smith-Schuster. That dude's the worst wide receiver in the game, but we got to put him out there because we need to have these players out there. The issue with that is when the players get tired, those guys come in, obviously, and that creates a situation. So we're going to have to probably get better players there. So you see the 95 speed there for Gentry. Ryan Shazier is a 99 speed, 99 excel. Obviously, don't put him on the D-line. Keep him at middle linebacker. He has no pass rushing chems. And then finally, we have Mel Pass the Blunt at a 98 speed with a 99 acceleration. It just makes him that much more dominant. I can't wait to get these guys out on the field. I know you guys can't wait to see it. Let me know in the comments. Do you want to see this gameplay? And should we go 50 or 50 with the situation right now with the Steelers? Let me know. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.